Hi, I'm Xenowave, and today I'm going to show you how I made this sound. And others like it. Here's another one in context. Okay, so the main concept behind wobbles is just either volume and or cutoff automation of a low pass filter, usually on some waveform, either complex or simple. So to kind of dig into what I said, in operator 1, I just have a sine wave with randomly drawn odd harmonics. So in harmonic 1, that's just our fundamental, and then nothing for 2, and then I have something in harmonic 3, and then harmonic 5, harmonic 7, and so on until harmonic 15. This is just randomly drawn. I can just demonstrate that again. Let's take this out. Copy this. So I have that. Restart. And there's something else, a different timbre. And let's go over to what's causing the movement. So I have a low pass. I have the vanilla low pass filter on single mode, and then I have the cutoff set to 18% and the resonance at 38%. Here's what it sounds like with the default cutoff and resonance. So it's too legato for my liking. I wanted a more articulate staccato sound, something that feels like it comes on and off a bit strongly. So I route the volume of filter 1 to mod X and the cutoff to mod X. And we're going to hear what it sounds like with just the volume. You still get that movement, but you don't get the resonance of the filter. And we're going to hear what it sounds like with just the low pass filter opening and closing. So the combination of the two works pretty well, but you're perfectly fine in doing just one, depending on the type of wobble you're making. Like I forgot what number it was, but the riddim wobble, I just use the volume. I'll link that in the description. Anyways. So we have this sound. We have a vast majority of timbres to play with now. I was messing with this earlier. I was making this a sine, and I'm just going to modulate operator 1 by 2. That's what that sounds like, and I'm just going to mess with the intensity. And mess with the cutoff, you can get a more intense growl. Not growl, wobble. But what's risky about this is now that I'm modulating this waveform, the bass frequency will go away, the fundamental. So it's a good idea to have a separate sub in place. Always look at that. I already had the volume route to mod X for operator 6. And there's a different type of wobble right there. And also distort. Let's not forget the distortion. I'm just messing with the paths. We already went over the path. I'm just messing around. It's fun. You get the idea. So that's really harsh. I can just route this to the next filter and route the volume again to mod X. Turn this filter off. Oh, that's nuts. This. Or route the Waveshaper mix to mod X as well. You get the idea. There's there's just so many options when it comes to making wobbles in Sytrus. It's very fun. That's really the sound. Turn this off. Oh, and bring this back. So yeah, we can have deep wobbles, crazy wobbles, screamer wobbles. It just mess with all types of modulators, all types of shapes, and you'll get something. But again, to reiterate, volume modulation is key, and depending on the type of wobble, so is filter modulation. Usually a cutoff. We can also use bandpass as well, but I don't want to make this video too long. If you have any questions, let me know. Have an awesome day.